Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be very important for someone who is just starting out as a mentalist or who's thinking of starting out as a stage performer, performing magic and mentalism on the stage, and who's looking for how to build more confidence on the stage or how to remove their stage fright. So I'm going to give you some pointers based on my own personal experiences so that it becomes kind of a motivation and an inspiration for you to improve your confidence on the stage or remove your stage fright. All right, so without any further ado, let's start the video. All right, so here are a few pointers that I'm going to give you, and mind that these are based on my experiences. All right, now imagine you have a show and you have to perform for a crowd of around 300 or 400 or any number of people, even 2 or 3 or any number of people, and you are getting kind of the chills and you are getting a bit scared as to how would you go on the stage and perform for them, and will they enjoy the show or not, or will they enjoy the performance or not. This is something that is mostly common, and this happened to me as well before going on the stage. So these are the few things that you can do to ensure that you deliver the best performance that you can. All right. Now, the very first point is be clear of what you are going to perform. Be it magic, be it mentalism, be it any other art form, you have to, in your mind and in paper and pen, be clear what you are going to perform. Okay. For example, if you are going to perform a magic trick, a magic show, you have to be clear on what all you are going to do. If you're going to do a mentalism show, you're going to list down what you are going to perform, what all acts you're going to perform. All right. Now, the next thing is practice each and every act or each and every effect so that it becomes a second nature to you. Now, this is very important because you know why? When you're on the stage, if you are confident at what you are going to do, if you are confident at the effect or the trick that you are about to do, it builds a lot of confidence, because what happens is you do not have to think before doing, because it becomes kind of a muscle memory and you are aware of each and everything that might go wrong. So in order to do that, you have to practice. You have to list down the things that might go wrong. You have to practice each and every single move. For example, if you're doing a coin vanish in front of someone, you have to be aware of the angles around you. You have to be aware of how you're going to ditch the coin or how you're going to load the coin or something like that. So you have to practice each and every minor moves a lot till it becomes your second nature, and you have to do this for each and every act you're going to do on that day. Okay, now that that's cleared, you have practiced each and every effect till it is in your muscle memory. Okay, till you do not even have to think about it. So that's the very first step, was to be clear of what you're about to do. Second was to practice each and every steps. Okay, now once your practice is done, most of the work is now done. Now it's just about your presentation. Now you have to routine each and every acts that you're going to do. Now it's very important to routine each and every act, because see, on the stage, how you will look less confident. You look less confident when you are fumbling around. Even you know each and every moves, each and every steps, but if you're fumbling around with your props, fumbling around with the pen or a paper or or whatever you have carried on the stage, you will become less confident and you will kind of forget what you are supposed to do, and that will make your confidence shatter on the stage. So see, in essence, you have to be very well prepared. Okay, so once you have practiced at home, you have to routine each and every steps, each and every act that you do. For example, if you have to read someone's mind, you read someone's mind and you have to write it down on a piece of pen and paper. You have to be aware of where the pen and paper is, where the audience member is, and you have to choreograph the entire thing just like a dance performance. Okay, so that will make things a lot easier for you. So when you are preparing a show at home, you have to replicate each and everything that might happen on the stage. Okay, so you should not fumble on the stage, and that will happen only if you prepare well. All right, so that was the third point, that you have to routine and choreograph each and everything. I know these points are kind of obvious, but it still helps a lot if someone helps you out with that, someone tells you what to do, and if someone like for example what I am doing, someone lists them down for you. So what you can do is you can note the pointers and you can go through it, so that you can refer to it while you're preparing for the show. All right, so that was the third point, that you have to routine each and everything. Now the next thing which I experienced recently is, see, when you perform your act, so you do it just like you rehearsed. Am I right? You do it just like you rehearsed, and you assume that the audience might understand that, but there are a few group of people who might not understand. You might be too quick for them. Okay, you might be too quick for them, or you assume that they just understood the thing, but that's not the case. So what you need to do is you have to make sure that the people who volunteer, who comes on the stage, or the people among the audience, they understand what you're saying and they understand what you are doing. So you have to give your maximum effort on the stage to make sure they do see everything that you do over there, they understand everything that you do over there. So this becomes a very challenging thing when the people are from a different language background. Okay, so that happened to me recently. So but the show was absolutely amazing, because you know why? Because I gave my maximum effort to make them understand what I was doing. So that created a big finish to the show that I was doing. So it's very important to make sure that the people see and understand what you are doing on the stage. Even for the revelation, you have to make sure that they see each and every word, and you emphasize on each and every word that you reveal. Okay, so see, the thing is, we as magicians, we think like a magician, and because when you're performing for a magician, it's that magician has also a mindset. You have a similar mindset. Okay, so when you are performing something, it's easy to impress them because they know the technicalities behind that, but the audience, they do not know anything about it, right? So we should not perform for them just like we perform for a magician. So it's completely two different things. So you have to make sure that they understand what you are doing. For example, if you do any card at any number, so it's something completely new for them. For magicians, it's like it's a holy grail of magic. It's said as a holy grail of magic. So when you start performing a can for a magician, it becomes very interesting for them, but that might not interest the audience. So you have to make the presentation in such a way that it is interesting for them. You should not take them for granted. Okay, so I have seen, and even myself, I have also done the same mistake that previously, long time back. So I used to take the audience for granted because I knew what I was doing was really good. So I expected a solid reaction each and every single time, but that might not happen if you do not make sure that they understand what is happening on the stage. So that's a very, very important point. So see, number one was be prepared of what you are about to do on the stage. List down the acts, list down the tricks, list down everything. Second is practice and practice completely till you can do it even with your eyes closed. Third is routining the entire thing. Okay, routining the entire show, where you have kept your pen, where you have kept your paper, where you have kept your props, and every single thing, the number of steps that you take. So I know that's pushing too much, but it is very important to rehearse the show. And number four is making sure the audience understands what you are doing on the stage and not taking them for granted. All right, so these were the 4 important points for magicians, mentalists, or any other stage performers who are starting out and looking for some motivation on how to build their confidence, how to look more confident on the stage. See, confidence, you will have confidence only when you are well prepared, and you will be less confident. You'll have stage fright only when you are not prepared for the show. Remember that. Remember, always remember that. You will be less confident only when you are unprepared for the show. So always be prepared for each and every thing that might come on the stage, and each performance is a new experience, and I'm sure you will learn something new from each and every performance that you do. Even all these things, all the 4 points that I noted, was something that came through experience. I experienced those things and I wanted to share those with you. And so these are the points that new performers can take note of. And if you are a seasoned performer, if you are if you are a professional performer, and if you have to add anything to it, you can let me know in the comments. You can type your experiences, type your suggestions in the comments, so that it would be very helpful for someone who wants to learn something new, or learn how to build their confidence on the stage. So I think that sums it all. And if I have to add something, I'll make another video, or I'll just add it in the comments. So it was a short and I think very helpful, according to me, very helpful video. So I hope you liked it. Share it with your magician friends or your artist friends who would find it really helpful. If you learned something from this video, do give this a thumbs up, and like I said, share it with your friends who will kind of find this video helpful. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe, and the subscription button is right over here, and the bell button right beside it, so that you do not miss any updates from my channel, or any tutorials or motivation or suggestions from me as a performer in this channel. Just click on the bell button. And that was it from my side for today. I'll see you again in the next. Bye bye. Thank you so much.